Have you ever heard about Bob Lazar? Yes, the same man who sparked the worldwide curiosity and conspiracy theories surrounding Area 51, extraterrestrial technology, and the mystery Element 115. He claims to have worked on reverse engineering alien technology in a secretive base called S4 near Area 51. But how did a supposed physicist from the Midwest end up at the heart of one of the most enduring UFO narratives of our time? And why does his story continue to fascinate us today, decades after he first brought his claims to the public? Let's delve into this cosmic conundrum together. Bob Lazar, a name that sends ripples through the world of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. Born in 1959 in Coral Gables, Florida, Lazar moved to New York during his childhood. He's held a lifelong fascination with science and technology, particularly with jet engines and explosives, and his exploits even led to some minor run-ins with the law. But what truly thrust Lazar into the spotlight wasn't his penchant for pyrotechnics. It was his extraordinary claims in 1989, when he came forward in a televised interview, introducing himself to the world as a physicist and declaring that he had worked in a clandestine facility near the infamous Area 51. This location, he said, was called S4, tucked into the Emigrant Valley and sheltered by the Papoose mountain range. According to Lazar, S4 was the hub of a top-secret operation that focused on reverse engineering alien technology. He claimed to have been part of this covert program, working directly on 9 extraterrestrial craft, each one with different exteriors but identical interiors. His role, he stated, was to help understand and reproduce the incredible technology that powered these vessels. This claim, as outrageous as it was, caught the public's attention. UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists pounced on Lazar's story as proof of the US government's knowledge and involvement with extraterrestrial beings and their technology. But his story also drew skepticism from many others, leading to an ongoing debate about the truth of Lazar's claims, his background, and the very existence of S4. It's this controversy that continues to fog Lazar's story. S4, a location etched into the minds of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike thanks to Lazar. But what was the nature of the work supposedly conducted at this elusive location? Let's delve into what Lazar described as his experiences there. At S4, according to Lazar, the mission was clear yet unimaginably complex: to reverse engineer advanced extraterrestrial technology. He described the alien craft as sports model flying saucers, powered by a device he referred to as the Element 115 reactor. This mysterious element, which he claimed was not of our planet, allegedly generated a gravity wave that propelled the spacecraft. His role, as part of the back engineering team, was to try to understand how these flying saucers worked and to explore the possibility of duplicating their technology using earthly materials and scientific understanding. It was an intricate task that demanded a fusion of physics, engineering, and a lot of conjecture. But Lazar also spoke about the intense secrecy and compartmentalization that characterized the operation. Each project team at S4 was kept in the dark about the other team's work, minimizing the risk of information leakage. Even within the teams, knowledge was strictly on a need-to-know basis. Furthermore, Lazar claimed that the US government had fabricated academic and professional records to discredit him if he ever broke his oath of secrecy. Indeed, when his claims reached the public, Lazar found his background under intense scrutiny, with critics pointing to discrepancies and lack of verifiable records. But in spite of all the skepticism and controversy, the details of Lazar's account continue to captivate many who are willing to ponder the possibility of a secretive government program focused on alien technology. It's a tale that adds another layer to the intriguing tapestry of UFO lore. Bob Lazar's academic and professional credentials have been the subject of intense debate. His claim of having degrees from the California Institute of Technology, Caltech, and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, two of the most prestigious institutions in the world, was met with incredulity and skepticism. When investigators attempted to verify Lazar's educational background, they hit a wall. There were no records of Lazar having attended, let alone graduated from either of these universities. Critics argue this effectively discredits his claim of being a physicist, thus calling into question his alleged role at S4. However, Lazar claimed that his records were deliberately erased to discredit him and suppress the explosive information he disclosed. It's a claim that's difficult to prove, but fuels the intrigue surrounding his story. Lazar's supporters point to his undeniable scientific and technical knowledge, arguing that he couldn't have gained such understanding without substantial education. Additionally, Lazar also claimed to have previously worked at Los Alamos National Laboratory, a top-level research institution in New Mexico. Initial checks turned up no employment records, but an old phone directory did list a Robert Lazar employed by a subcontractor. Furthermore, a news article from before the controversy featured a picture of Lazar standing next to a jet car he claimed to have built, and the article referred to him as a physicist with the Los Alamos Meson Physics Facility. This tug-of-war between Lazar's claims and the verifiable evidence forms a significant part of the Lazar narrative. It's a maze of mystery, sprinkled with apparent contradictions and unanswered questions, stirring the minds of UFO enthusiasts and skeptics alike. One of the most extraordinary claims Bob Lazar made revolves around an element he referred to as Element 115, which he said was used as the fuel for the alleged extraterrestrial spacecraft at S4. Lazar's description of this element's properties seemed fantastical at the time. He claimed it was capable of generating a gravitational field when excited and could be used for gravity propulsion. This was said to enable the craft to distort gravity around it, allowing for what would appear to us as incredible acceleration and maneuverability, not to mention facilitating travel across vast cosmic distances. He suggested that these distortions in gravity were the reason why observers often reported UFOs as making rapid direction changes and accelerating at unbelievable speeds. In the early 1990s, when Lazar first made these claims, there was no official recognition of element 115 in the periodic table. However, in 2003, scientists were able to synthetically create a super-heavy element with an atomic number of 115. Named Moscovium, it was not as stable as Lazar had claimed element 115 was, and it certainly did not exhibit the gravity-defying properties he described. Nonetheless, this development sparked renewed interest in his story. Additionally, Lazar detailed the design and functionality of the alleged alien spacecraft. He claimed they were powered by a gravity reactor, which utilized element 115 to generate a gravity A wave. The spacecraft allegedly had 3 gravity amplifiers, which could focus the gravity A wave to allow the craft to essentially fall in any direction, explaining their seemingly impossible maneuvers. The technical and detailed nature of Lazar's claims, whether fact or fiction, have undeniably captured the imagination of many and have significantly influenced the discourse around UFO technology and potential alien propulsion methods. Today, Bob Lazar's story continues to divide opinions and provoke debate, with many still questioning the truth of his assertions and the validity of his credentials. The lack of substantial, verifiable evidence has kept many skeptics unconvinced. Yet there are others who believe his account, drawn to the consistency in his narrative and the specific technological details he provided. Lazar has largely withdrawn from the public eye, but made a significant return to the spotlight with the 2018 documentary Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucers, directed by Jeremy Corbell. In the film, Lazar stands by his claims, expressing frustration and discomfort about his unique knowledge and the ensuing disbelief he has faced. The documentary has brought his story to a new generation, sparking renewed interest and debate. Some points that have kept his narrative alive include the official acknowledgement of Area 51 by the US government in 2013, more than 2 decades after Lazar first brought it to public attention. Moreover, the US Navy's confirmation of several videos showing unidentified aerial phenomena performing maneuvers that appear to defy our understanding of physics has led some to speculate about the kind of technology Lazar described. In recent years, a renewed push for transparency on UFOs from certain sectors of the US government and military, culminating in the 2020 release of previously classified UFO footage, has added fuel to the discussion surrounding Lazar's claims. While none of this conclusively proves Lazar's story, for some, it suggests that the world might be closer to accepting the existence of technology and knowledge that is currently beyond our comprehension. And so, as we stare up at the night sky, pondering our place in the cosmos, the story of Bob Lazar continues to challenge our understanding of the universe and our place within it. Despite the skeptics, despite the controversy, his tale echoes with our innate desire to explore the unknown and to comprehend the incomprehensible. So next time when you look at the stars twinkling above, ask yourself, could it be that we've already touched the cosmos in ways we can't fully understand or accept? Just a thought. And what if I told you that alien technology is not just in the realm of science fiction, but potentially right under our noses? Some say governments around the world may have been collecting, studying, even reverse engineering extraterrestrial tech for decades. And what if we could trace this interaction all the way back to the Roswell Incident in 1947, or perhaps even earlier? Let's delve into this fascinating world of UFOs, government secrets, and the tech that could be out of this world. Now, the question that stands out like a sore thumb is, when did the government actually start collecting these unidentified flying objects? The timing seems to be a subject of considerable debate, with some pointing as far back as the early 20th century. However, the watershed moment that brought UFOs into the public eye was undoubtedly the infamous Roswell Incident of 1947. After the alleged crash of a UFO near Roswell, New Mexico, many UFO researchers and enthusiasts believe that the US government initiated a concerted effort to recover and study extraterrestrial technology. This is where things get murky. Official records deny the presence of any extraterrestrial artifact, explaining the incident as the crash of a high-altitude surveillance balloon. However, theorists and witnesses insist that there was a cover-up. The years that followed the Roswell incident saw an increase in reported UFO sightings, not just in the US but around the globe. Many believe this marked the beginning of covert government programs designed to acquire, study, and potentially reverse engineer extraterrestrial technology. Through the Cold War and the space race right into the 21st century, the narrative of governmental involvement with UFOs and potential alien technology has persisted. Enter J Corso, a name synonymous with the most famous alleged UFO incident in history. The Roswell Incident of 1947. Corso, a former US Army colonel, shook the world with his claims in the book The Day After Roswell. According to Corso, he was entrusted with foreign technology recovered from the Roswell crash. He alleged that the US government had reverse engineered this technology and then seeded it into the private sector, with Corso playing a pivotal role in the process. But what exactly was this foreign technology? Corso described artifacts such as a thin, clear material like plastic, reminiscent of the integrated circuits used in our modern computers. He also wrote of fiber optics, lasers, super tenacity fibers that led to the development of Kevlar and other advanced technology that was apparently far beyond human capability at the time. He even claimed that the Roswell craft itself was a kind of lifeboat for the alien crew and was designed to interface with them directly. Now, that's a thought to send chills down your spine, isn't it? A spaceship not just controlled by the creatures, but an actual part of them. However, skeptics have challenged Corso's claims, pointing to discrepancies in his accounts and citing the rapid pace of human technological advancement as a more plausible explanation for these innovations. But Corso's tale is just one piece of the puzzle. Let's dive deeper, shall we? Now, you might be thinking, if this is all true, why doesn't the government just come out and say it? Well, believe it or not, they kind of have. Over the past few years, government agencies, particularly in the United States, have been more forthcoming about the UFO phenomenon. In 2020, the US Department of Defense officially released 3 short videos showing unidentified aerial phenomena. These were captured by Navy pilots during training flights between 2004 and 2015. Each of the videos showcases fast-moving, oblong objects racing through the sky and performing maneuvers that seem to defy our understanding of physics. The government's acknowledgement of these videos as real, unidentified objects is a big deal. It's the closest we've come to an official admission that there are things in our skies that our best military and scientific minds can't explain. Then, there's the Pentagon's UAP task force, established in 2020 with a mandate to investigate sightings of unexplained aerial vehicles by military personnel. So while they're not saying, hey, we've got aliens, they're certainly saying, hey, there's something weird in the sky and we don't know what it is. But this acknowledgement doesn't tell us what these unidentified objects are, where they come from, or who, or what is controlling them. But it's a step towards transparency that was unthinkable even a decade ago. Could it be possible that this is a slow, calculated strategy to prepare us for something bigger, to acclimate us to the reality of the unknown? Perhaps. But for now, we're left with more questions than answers. So, let's explore further. After all, the best is yet to come. But how long have governments been aware of this alien phenomenon? And when did contact supposedly occur? Let's delve into that. According to some researchers and theorists, contact with extraterrestrial life may have started much earlier than we think. Reports of sightings and encounters date back centuries, with many ancient civilizations attributing their advancements to the sky gods. But when we talk about modern times, things start to get a bit more concrete, albeit still largely speculative. Some theorists point to the events of 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico as a significant turning point. They claim that a crash involving an extraterrestrial spacecraft occurred and that the US government recovered debris and even alien bodies. If this is true, then governments have been in contact with alien technology and potentially aliens themselves for over 7 decades. But perhaps more interestingly, some whistleblowers and researchers argue that direct purposeful contact has been established between humans and extraterrestrial beings. Former Canadian Minister of Defense Paul Hellyer publicly stated in 2005 that not only do UFOs exist, but that governments have been in direct contact with extraterrestrials for many years. He even goes so far as to say that at least 4 species of aliens have been visiting Earth for thousands of years. Similar claims have been made by others, suggesting that this contact has resulted in a wealth of shared technology and knowledge, much of which remains top secret. If these assertions are correct, then we are dealing with a global, multi-generational cover-up, with implications that would shake our society to its very core. But why would the government keep such world-altering information secret? Well, let's take a look at some potential reasons. Now, let's talk about possibilities. What are the potential technologies we could imagine extraterrestrial beings to have? And which of these might governments potentially have access to? For starters, let's consider the obvious: spacecraft technology. We're not just talking about sleek aerodynamic designs that defy gravity. These technologies could potentially involve manipulation of space-time itself. Ideas such as warp drives, teleportation devices, and wormhole generators are all part of this speculative discussion. If such technologies are within the grasp of extraterrestrial civilizations, it could explain the seemingly impossible maneuvers reported in many UFO sightings. Then there's energy technology. It's no secret that we're facing an energy crisis on Earth, but an advanced alien civilization may have already solved this issue. Technologies that allow for harnessing energy from stars, otherwise known as Dyson spheres or Dyson swarms, or even directly tapping into the fabric of space-time for limitless energy, are all within the realm of theoretical possibility. And what about medical technology? Some abductees claim to have been healed or altered by their alien captors. Could we see advanced medical equipment capable of rapidly healing injuries, curing diseases, or even halting the aging process? But perhaps most interesting is the possibility of communication and information technology that could provide access to an interstellar internet, connecting civilizations across the galaxy or even the universe. This could potentially give us access to a wealth of knowledge beyond anything we've ever imagined. Of course, these are all speculative. We're still waiting on solid proof, but if even one of these technologies is real and within our reach, it could entirely reshape our civilization. And here's where things get a little tricky. You might be wondering, if the government does have such revolutionary technology, why keep it hidden? There are a few theories, really. For starters, any new technology that offers a significant strategic advantage is likely to be kept secret, especially in the context of national security. If these technologies can be weaponized, it would be natural for governments to want to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands. Moreover, disclosure could lead to social, economic, and religious upheaval. Imagine the societal impact of realizing we're not alone in the universe, or the economic consequences of introducing free, limitless energy. We could be looking at a complete restructuring of power and wealth, something those currently in power might not be too keen on. Then there's the potential for panic. In 1938, a radio broadcast of H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds led to widespread fear among listeners who believed an actual alien invasion was underway. This incident has often been cited as an example of the mass hysteria that could result from the sudden revelation of extraterrestrial existence. Finally, consider that the governments might be suppressing the information not for our protection, but because they're being instructed to by the extraterrestrials themselves. Maybe the aliens don't believe we're ready for such revelations, or they might have their own reasons for wanting to stay in the shadows. All in all, these considerations paint a complex picture of the potential reasons for the suppression of alien technology. But remember, these are just theories. Until there is official disclosure, we can only speculate, conjecture, and ask ourselves, what if? So there you have it. Philip J. Corso's detailed assertions about back-engineering alien tech from Roswell and the intriguing timelines of government interactions with UFOs. Could it be that we've had access to interstellar technology for decades? And if so, what's been holding back the big reveal? Have you ever wondered how we made such monumental leaps in technology in such a short span of time? From the silicon-based integrated circuit chips that drive our digital world to the Kevlar that protects lives daily, our technological prowess has soared. But what if I told you there might be more to it? What if some of our revolutionary inventions were not solely the result of human ingenuity, but were rather gifted to us by extraterrestrial entities? Let's explore this fascinating and controversial theory. It's hard to understate just how revolutionary the transistor was for modern technology. These tiny devices, which can amplify or switch electronic signals and electrical power, are everywhere. They are the building blocks of all our modern digital devices, from computers to smartphones, all the way to our most advanced supercomputers. In short, they have defined the digital age. The origins of the transistor, however, are the subject of some debate. Officially, the invention is attributed to three American physicists at Bell Labs, John Bardeen, Walter Brattain, and William Shockley, who shared the 1956 Nobel Prize in Physics for their invention. They certainly did the hard scientific work, painstakingly researching semiconductors and experimenting with germanium and silicon to eventually create the first point-contact transistor in 1947. However, those who propose that the transistor was reverse-engineered from alien technology point to a curious coincidence. The development and subsequent patenting of the transistor occurred shortly after the infamous Roswell Incident in 1947, when a UFO is said to have crashed in New Mexico. The timing has led some to suggest that the rapid development of the transistor was spurred by reverse-engineering technology recovered from the crash. Supporters of this theory point out that the transistor represented a massive leap forward in technology, seemingly appearing out of nowhere. They argue that such a major advancement seems unlikely without some form of external input, in this case, extraterrestrial technology. Detractors, however, contend that the development of the transistor was a natural evolution of our understanding of physics and electronics, building upon years of prior research. The truth, as always, may lie somewhere in between. Whether spurred by human ingenuity, alien tech, or a combination of both, the transistor's impact on our world is undeniable. Another technological marvel that is often suggested to be a product of alien reverse engineering is Kevlar, a high-strength material best known for its use in bulletproof vests. Kevlar is 5 times stronger than steel, yet it's also lightweight, making it ideal for personal protective equipment, as well as a host of other industrial applications. The creation of Kevlar is officially attributed to Polish-American chemist Stephanie Kwolek, who was working for the DuPont company in the 1960s. Her work in liquid crystalline polymers led to the accidental discovery of Kevlar's incredible strength and durability. But what if there's more to this story? In the world of UFO lore, there are theories that suggest Kevlar's origins might not be as straightforward as they seem. Some posit that Kevlar's creation might have been guided, directly or indirectly, by access to alien technology. According to this theory, studying alien technology could have propelled our understanding of materials science forward, leading to the development of Kevlar. How might this have worked? Well, if we consider the supposed crash of a UFO near Roswell, New Mexico in 1947, it's suggested that the debris recovered was made of a material that was both incredibly light and nearly indestructible. Such characteristics are strikingly similar to Kevlar's. Could Kwolek's research have been influenced by insights gained from studying this wreckage? This doesn't stop enthusiasts from speculating, however, as it's a tantalizing idea to think that our modern technology might have otherworldly origins. After all, the gap between science fiction and science fact can sometimes be surprisingly narrow. Given the alleged secrecy surrounding reverse engineering alien technology, it's no surprise that identifying the exact locations where this process supposedly occurs is challenging. However, there are a few sites frequently mentioned by those who follow the trail of extraterrestrial tech. One name that almost always comes up in discussions of reverse engineering alien technology is Area 51. Located in the remote Nevada desert, Area 51 has been the subject of UFO and alien theories for decades. Bob Lazar, a physicist who claims to have worked at a sublocation of Area 51 known as S4, has stated that he worked on reverse engineering alien spacecraft there. If Lazar's accounts are accurate, Area 51 could very well be a hub for such clandestine operations. In addition to Area 51, there are mentions of other secretive military and research facilities in the US and around the world. Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio, for instance, is often associated with the Roswell Incident. It's thought that wreckage from the crashed UFO was transported there for study. Overseas, Kapustin Yar, often referred to as Russia's Area 51, is rumored to have been involved in similar operations. Located in Astrakhan Oblast, near the Kazakhstan border, the military base has been shrouded in secrecy since its establishment by the Soviet Union in 1946. Then there's Pine Gap in Australia, a joint US-Australian satellite surveillance base. Some believe that Pine Gap may also be involved in reverse engineering extraterrestrial tech, based on its high level of secrecy and strategic importance to the US military. Bob Lazar, a figure synonymous with Area 51 and alien technology, once claimed to work at a site called S4, located a short distance south of the infamous Nevada base. But Lazar's job wasn't your run-of-the-mill government gig. As per his account, he was tasked with reverse engineering extraterrestrial technology. Lazar, a physicist by training, allegedly worked with a team to understand and potentially replicate the propulsion systems of 9 different spacecraft that he claimed were of extraterrestrial origin. He stated that these crafts employed a technology that harnessed gravity itself, using a substance Lazar referred to as Element 115, which was unknown to science at the time of his claims. Element 115, or Moscovium as it is now known, was officially recognized by the scientific community years later in 2003. However, it doesn't possess the properties that Lazar attributed to it, adding a layer of controversy to his claims. Within the labyrinth of the S4 facility, as Lazar described, were 9 hangar-like doors built into the side of a mountain, each one a storehouse for alien spacecraft. In one instance, Lazar recounted a moment where he was allowed to step inside one of these vehicles, dubbed the Sport Model. He described it as a seamless metallic object, both remarkable and eerie in its otherworldly simplicity. Lazar's claims are often met with skepticism, especially as no concrete evidence has been provided to back up his story. Government records of his education and employment were also seemingly non-existent, making it even harder for many to believe his tales. Yet, his detailed account continues to capture the imagination of those intrigued by the potential for human interaction with extraterrestrial technology. So, does S4 house the secrets of alien engineering, or is it merely the epicenter of a well-spun myth? As is often the case when dealing with stories of this nature, the truth remains elusive. Yet, the questions posed and the fascination stoked by these tales keep the discussion of alien technology alive and thriving. Philip J. Corso, a name that rings quite familiar in the realm of ufology and extraterrestrial encounters, claimed to have direct knowledge of the government's secretive endeavors into alien technology. His controversial book, The Day After Roswell, sent shockwaves through the scientific and ufological communities, becoming a cornerstone for those who believe in the conspiracy of government suppression of alien technology. According to Corso, a retired US Army colonel, he was directly involved in the research and development program that reverse-engineered alien technology retrieved from the infamous Roswell crash in 1947. He alleges that he was assigned to a Pentagon project under the command of Lieutenant General Arthur Trudeau, whose task was to filter Roswell technology into the mainstream through defense contractors without raising public awareness about the alien origins of the tech. Among the technologies Corso claimed to have worked on were integrated circuit chips, fiber optics, and lasers. technologies that have since revolutionized our lives in ways we couldn't imagine in the pre-Roswell era. He argued that these advances were not simply the result of human progress, but were significantly accelerated by the study of alien tech. Corso also claimed that night vision technology was developed through the reverse engineering of alien optical systems. He proposed that extraterrestrial entities had superior night vision, which humans tried to replicate by examining the biomechanics of retrieved alien eyes. Critics have challenged Corso's assertions due to the lack of documented proof and the convenient timing of his revelations, coming forth many decades after the purported events. But the startling specificity of his claims continues to ignite interest and debate. True or not, Corso's accounts continue to add fuel to the conversation surrounding the possibilities of reverse-engineered alien technology and its implications for our understanding of human technological development. And as always, thanks for watching. It's indeed intriguing to consider how our technological advancements could be intertwined with extraterrestrial phenomena. From alleged facilities like Area 51 and S4, to claims made by people like Bob Lazar and J Corso, the stories and theories around alien tech are never-ending. But regardless of whether these assertions hold any weight, they surely open up a world of imagination and curiosity, urging us to question, explore, and keep an open mind. So the next time you use your smartphone or see a bulletproof vest, just remember, it may not be all human ingenuity. Have you ever pondered over the ice-covered wilderness at the bottom of our world, Antarctica? A place that feels so alien yet is a part of our home planet, brimming with extreme conditions, profound isolation, and most intriguingly, secrets. As we dive into this icy expanse, we find that Antarctica holds a captivating allure. This is the coldest, windiest, and driest continent on Earth. Here, it's not uncommon to witness snowstorms that can last for weeks, winds that reach speeds of up to 200 miles per hour, and temperatures that plunge to an unimaginable -128.6 degrees Fahrenheit. The inhospitable environment makes it one of the least explored places on our planet, yet the most fascinating part is, Antarctica wasn't always this icy wonderland. Picture lush forests, warm environments, and a rich array of life forms, from towering dinosaurs to a diversity of plant species. That was Antarctica millions of years ago during the late Cretaceous period. But the transition from this paradise to the frozen desert we see today remains one of the greatest climatic mysteries. What brought about this drastic shift? Well, scientists believe that the movement of tectonic plates isolated Antarctica from other continents, leading to a circular ocean current that trapped cold water around it. But the full story of Antarctica's icy transformation is still being unraveled, layer by layer, much like the ice cores that scientists dig up to study past climates. In this vast expanse of ice and mystery, every discovery only seems to unearth more questions. Antarctica, the last frontier on Earth, has been a stage for some of the most intriguing and unexplained disappearances in human history. While some may attribute these to the harsh and unpredictable nature of the icy wilderness, others find a deeper mystery wrapped in the cold white sheets of the Antarctic. One such story is of the British polar explorer Belgrave Ninnis. During the 1911 Australasian Antarctic expedition, led by Douglas Mawson, Ninnis, along with Mawson and Xavier Mertz, embarked on a journey to chart the icy wilderness. However, in a cruel twist of fate, Ninnis plunged into a hidden crevasse along with the expedition's best dogs and most of their supplies. His body was never recovered, and his loss greatly impacted the expedition and particularly Mawson, who barely survived the ordeal. A more modern mystery is the case of Carl Dish, an American scientist stationed at the Byrd Station in 1965. One day, Dish walked out of the station for a routine task and never returned. Despite extensive search efforts in the severe conditions, no trace of him was ever found. To this day, his disappearance remains one of the unsolved mysteries of Antarctica. Another strange disappearance occurred in 1947, involving the infamous Operation High Jump led by Admiral Richard Byrd. The operation ended prematurely and several crew members unexpectedly lost their lives. Official records attribute these losses to harsh weather and aircraft crashes, but conspiracy theories suggest something more nefarious, involving secret Nazi bases and even UFOs. Living in Antarctica is a risky endeavor with its unforgiving weather and isolation. Each disappearance underscores not only the personal tragedies of those lost, but also the sheer power and mystery of this final frontier. Even with our modern technology and understanding, Antarctica continues to guard its secrets closely. In a region dominated by snow and ice, any structure that deviates from this frozen landscape captures immediate attention. Satellite images from 2012 unveiled a potential anomaly in Antarctica's icy expanse, a structure bearing an uncanny resemblance to a pyramid. The pyramid-like formation covered in snow sparked a flurry of speculation and discussion. The formation is perfectly shaped, suggesting artificial construction rather than natural formation. For some, this is evidence of a lost civilization that once thrived in Antarctica when it was a much warmer place. Ancient astronaut theorists propose that these pyramids were constructed by extraterrestrial beings that visited Earth thousands of years ago. But mainstream scientists offer a more down-to-earth explanation. They believe that the so-called pyramids are merely nunataks, peaks of rock that protrude through ice or snow. Nunataks are common in heavily glaciated areas and can appear pyramid-like, particularly when eroded by wind and frost. Yet the exact origin of these structures remains unknown. Exploring these regions is an incredibly challenging task due to Antarctica's unforgiving climate and remote location. Until a thorough investigation can be made, the origins of the Antarctic pyramids will remain a mystery, nestled within the frozen extremes of our planet. Another interesting theory linked to the pyramids of Antarctica is the existence of an ancient, advanced civilization under the ice. Based on ancient texts and maps, like the Piri Reis map that accurately depicts Antarctica without ice, some argue that a civilization, advanced enough to build pyramids, once flourished there. However, most scientists dismiss this theory, suggesting that the map interpretations are incorrect and that the pyramid-like structures are natural formations. The Antarctic Pyramids mystery continues to fascinate and stir curiosity, with every theory providing a new perspective on our understanding of Earth's history. The unforgiving and inaccessible nature of Antarctica adds to this intrigue, making it a place of eternal fascination. In the realm of Antarctic mysteries, few are as intriguing or enshrouded in controversy as Operation High Jump. Led by Rear Admiral Richard E. Byrd of the United States Navy in 1946-47, this expedition to Antarctica was officially described as a scientific endeavor aimed at exploring the continent and establishing a research base, Little America before. But let's think about this. Operation High Jump was at the time the largest Antarctic expedition ever undertaken. With a task force of over 4,700 men, 13 ships and numerous aircraft, this scientific mission was armed to the teeth. The sheer scale of the operation has raised questions about its true purpose. Was it just scientific curiosity, or was there something more to this journey to the bottom of the world? Here's where it gets even weirder. According to some reports, Admiral Byrd warned about enemy fighters that can fly from pole to pole with incredible speed upon his return. This unusual statement stirred numerous theories, including encounters with unknown advanced technology or even extraterrestrial forces. Conspiracy theories abound, ranging from a secret mission to destroy a hidden Nazi base in Antarctica to a search for the entrance to a suspected hollow Earth. Some even suggest that Operation High Jump was a cover-up for a secret nuclear weapons testing program. The official report by the US Navy states that the expedition was terminated due to early ice formation and personnel safety. However, given the premature end to the expedition, just weeks into what was supposed to be a 6-month mission, the abrupt conclusion has added to the layers of intrigue surrounding Operation High Jump. While most scientists and historians stick to the official narrative of a scientific expedition encountering unforeseen challenges, others continue to speculate on what truly occurred during Operation High Jump. Despite the wealth of theories, the full details of what transpired during this mysterious mission remain locked beneath the ice of official secrecy and speculative conjecture. Just like the pyramids and disappearances, Operation High Jump adds yet another piece to the intricate puzzle of Antarctica's mysteries. Let's delve into Antarctica's many mysteries. Ever heard of Lake Vostok? It's the largest of more than 400 known subglacial lakes in Antarctica. Hidden under more than 2 miles of ice, Lake Vostok is about the size of Lake Ontario and has been sealed off from the world for up to 25 million years. What might be lurking in its depths? In 2012, Russian scientists finally reached the lake after more than 2 decades of drilling. The samples they obtained revealed the presence of an astonishing variety of life forms, many of which couldn't be matched to known species. Could these be ancient organisms trapped in time and evolved in isolation? Or might they hint at the types of life forms that could exist in similar extreme environments, say the icy moons of Jupiter and Saturn? This alien world beneath the ice has opened up new possibilities for astrobiology, the study of life's potential beyond Earth. Another unsolved Antarctic mystery involves the Piri Reis map. This map, drawn in 1513 by the Ottoman Admiral Piri Reis, shows the Atlantic coast of Europe, Africa and the Americas in remarkable detail for its time. But its depiction of Antarctica is the most controversial part. The map seems to show the subglacial topography of Queen Maud Land in Antarctica, a feature unknown until the advent of modern seismic surveying. How could this knowledge appear on a map drawn more than 500 years ago? Despite numerous theories, the mystery remains. Lastly, there's the haunting story of the Endurance, a ship led by explorer Ernest Shackleton in an ill-fated 1914 attempt to cross Antarctica. The ship was trapped and eventually crushed by sea ice, forcing the crew to embark on a perilous journey to safety. Remarkably, all of them survived, but the wreck of the Endurance has never been found. In the silent white wilderness of Antarctica, countless stories are waiting to be discovered and understood. For every question we answer, it seems a new one appears like a fractal pattern in the snow, reminding us of the beauty of exploration and the thrill of the unknown. So there you have it, Antarctica, a land that seems to hold more questions than answers. Its icy expanse has been a stage for enigmatic tales of mysterious structures, inexplicable disappearances, and Operation High Jump's elusive motives. Each mystery, a thread in the tapestry of human curiosity. But as we attempt to unravel these mysteries, we must remember that it's the pursuit of the unknown that drives us forward. This is the essence of human curiosity. It's not about finding all the answers. It's about the thrill of the quest and the questions that keep us searching. Hello there. Picture this. A bustling airport with planes taking off and landing, travelers rushing to catch flights, and in its depths, a secret society of reptiles. Yes, you heard that right. We're going to dive into one of the most interesting and bizarre conspiracy theories out there, the Denver airport reptiles. But first, let's address the elephant in the room. Why on earth would an airport have barbed wire fences facing inwards? It's quite a puzzling sight, and one that has stirred quite a bit of controversy. Normally, fences are designed to keep people out, right? But what happens when they are designed to keep people in? Now, this is where things get a little strange. At the Denver airport, one thing that has consistently puzzled visitors and fueled conspiracy theories is the orientation of the barbed wire on the fences. Instead of being designed to deter people from breaking in as you would expect, the barbed wire is angled inward, as if to prevent people from getting out. Conspiracy theorists have jumped on this anomaly, with some claiming it's evidence of a secret underground prison or concentration camp operated by the government or perhaps our supposed reptilian overlords. They argue that the inward-facing fences are a clear indication of the airport's sinister purpose, to detain, not to deter. But those in charge of the airport offer a more mundane explanation. They argue that the inward-facing fences are simply a measure to prevent large animals, such as deer, from wandering onto the runways, which could potentially lead to dangerous accidents. Yet, for those who believe in the Denver airport conspiracies, this explanation is seen as a convenient cover-up. The question remains, are these fences an innocent measure of wildlife control or a more insidious tool of containment? As always, the answer depends on who you ask. Denver International Airport, or DIA, is more than just a hub for travelers from around the globe. This intriguing location has earned quite a reputation. It's often referred to as the conspiracy capital of the world, and for good reason. You see, the airport was built in 1995, replacing Denver's Stapleton Airport, which, by all accounts, was still functioning perfectly well. This raised eyebrows, particularly because the new DIA was significantly larger and seemingly unnecessary. But things get even stranger. The initial budget for DIA was around $1.7 billion, but the final cost skyrocketed to nearly $4.8 billion, a whopping $3.1 billion over the original budget. This massive overrun sparked a flurry of questions. Why was the budget exceeded by such a massive amount? And where did all that money go? Adding to the intrigue, the airport's dedication stone credits an organization called the New World Airport Commission for its help in building the airport. However, there's no record of such an organization existing. This gave rise to speculation that New World could be a reference to the New World Order, a secret society that, according to conspiracy theorists, aims to establish an authoritarian world government. The construction of the airport also required massive amounts of earth moving, which created a system of tunnels and multi-level underground structures. According to the airport's official explanation, these were intended for a high-speed automated baggage handling system that never actually worked. However, some conspiracy theorists have proposed that these subterranean levels serve a far more sinister purpose, and this is where our reptilian friends enter the scene. Now let's take a detour into the world of the bizarre and the unexplained, the reptilian theory. The idea, popularized by conspiracy theorist David Icke, posits that shape-shifting reptilian aliens control Earth by taking on human form and gaining political power to manipulate our societies. Sounds like something right out of a sci-fi movie, right? But here's the connection to Denver Airport. Some theorists believe that the underground tunnels and multi-level structures beneath the airport serve as a secret base for these reptilian overlords. The airport's capacious underground area, the size of Manhattan, they claim, provides ample room for a hidden city, or rather a hidden reptilian lair. And while we're down here in the basement of conjecture, let's add another layer to this conspiracy cake. Some proponents of the reptilian theory also suggest that the alleged subterranean city is not just a lair, but a massive covert genetics lab. Here, they say, human and reptilian DNA are combined to produce hybrid beings that walk among us, undetected. Naturally, these theories are met with a healthy dose of skepticism by most, but that doesn't stop the speculation. And it's not just the underground structure that has caught the attention of conspiracy theorists. There are many more elements of DIA that raise eyebrows and fuel the belief in the extraordinary. And now we enter the basement, or should we say the supposed labyrinthine network of underground tunnels that exist beneath the Denver airport. If you believe the theories, these are not just your regular baggage handling and maintenance tunnels, but rather they are home to our elusive reptilian overlords. The belief in reptilian beings controlling Earth is not new. It's a common thread in many conspiracy theories, with some alleging that these creatures are a superior alien species, or perhaps even a subterranean race that has lived on Earth far longer than us humans. In the case of Denver Airport, theorists suggest that the airport was built as a cover for the construction of a massive underground base. This base is, according to them, where the reptilian beings live, work, and perhaps orchestrate their global control strategies. They point to the unusually large amount of soil, 110 million cubic yards to be precise, that was moved during the airport's construction. Could this have been to accommodate the creation of this subterranean city? Again, officials offer a more rational explanation. The soil was moved to build the airport's runway system. But for those ingrained in conspiracy lore, this is seen as another cover-up, a smokescreen to hide the true purpose of the airport. So is there a vast subterranean network harboring a race of reptilian beings under Denver Airport? As with all things, the truth might be stranger than fiction, or perhaps it might be exactly as mundane as officials insist. Either way, it's a fascinating journey into the world of conspiracy theories and our own human imagination. Art, as they say, is a reflection of society, a mirror held up to the world. But what if the mirror shows us something unexpected, something cryptic? Denver Airport is home to some intriguing and, to some, unsettling artwork. The most notable of these is a series of murals painted by artist Leo Tanguma. They depict scenes of environmental decay, war, and genocide, but also scenes of restoration and peace. While Tanguma has explained that the murals are a commentary on humanity's capacity for destruction and hope for a better future, conspiracy theorists have their own interpretations. To them, these murals are not simple artistic expressions, but coded messages or even prophecies about a dystopian future orchestrated by the global elite, or, in this case, our reptilian overlords. Some theories suggest the murals depict a new world order taking over the Earth after some cataclysmic event. Another notable piece of art is a 32-foot-tall blue horse statue with glowing red eyes, affectionately known as Blucifer. The statue's eerie appearance has led to speculation about its intended symbolism, with theories ranging from it being a representation of the fourth horseman of the apocalypse to it being a symbol of the reptilians' power and influence. Interestingly, the artist of the statue, Luis Jimenez, was killed when a section of the sculpture fell on him during construction. This unfortunate event has only served to fuel the conspiracies surrounding the airport's artworks. But is there a hidden meaning in these artworks, a message to be decoded? Or is it just art, meant to provoke thought and discussion? The answer, like many things at Denver Airport, remains shrouded in mystery. Finally, let's gaze into the future. Denver International Airport, despite, or perhaps because of all the conspiracy theories, has become a cultural icon, and the airport authorities aren't shying away from it. In fact, they're embracing the theories, turning them into a marketing tool, and using them to fuel intrigue and tourism. In 2016, the airport even held a month-long exhibit on the conspiracy theories, complete with a talking gargoyle that joked with travelers about the airport's supposed secrets. The airport's official website has a section dedicated to debunking the rumors, but it does so with a wink, maintaining the sense of mystery. They've also used the theories in construction signs when the airport was undergoing renovations, signs reading construction or cover up. And what's happening behind this wall, gargoyle breeding ground, top secret Freemason meeting, appeared around the airport. Far from quashing the rumors, these actions have only added fuel to the fire. So what does the future hold for the Denver Airport conspiracy theories? As long as there's an airport with unusual art, mysterious symbols, and a complex network of underground tunnels, it seems there will always be someone wondering what really lies beneath. And isn't that the beauty of human curiosity? The quest for answers, the yearning for truth, the lure of the unknown, it's all part of the journey. In the end, the Denver Airport and its associated conspiracy theories serve as a reminder that our world is full of mystery and intrigue, whether real or imagined, and that's a world well worth exploring. After all, where would we be without a little mystery in our lives? There you have it, folks. From the construction of the largest airport in the United States by total land area, to the intricate murals and statues, all the way to the inward-facing barbed wire and the supposed reptilian base, Denver International Airport has carved a unique space for itself in the annals of conspiracy theory lore. In an era where everything is a Google search away, it's refreshing and a little exciting to have some mysteries left in the world. And while we've explored some of the most popular theories about Denver Airport, remember, the truth is often elusive and in some cases far stranger than fiction. Of course, all of these theories are just that, theories. As humans, we love a good story, and the Denver Airport gives us plenty to speculate on. But next time you're rushing to catch a flight, spare a thought for the possible reptilian inhabitants beneath your feet. Or better yet, take a moment to appreciate the unique artwork that sparks these fascinating conversations. Bunkers, airports, and secret societies, they might seem unrelated, but what if I told you they're at the heart of one of the most intriguing conspiracy theories around? Imagine an elaborate bunker hidden beneath the elegant facade of a luxury resort, and an airport said to house secrets as deep as its runways. Today, we're diving into the mysterious world of the Greenbrier Hotel and the Denver International Airport, two locations seemingly worlds apart, yet intertwined in a web of speculation and coincidences. So, buckle up as we take an unprecedented flight into the unknown. The Greenbrier Hotel in West Virginia is not your average resort. This grand establishment has a history as rich and varied as the mineral springs that first brought visitors to the area in the 18th century. Constructed in 1778 as a simple guest house, the Greenbrier grew over the centuries into a sprawling 710-room hotel surrounded by a stunning 11,000-acre estate, complete with golf courses, spa facilities, and fine dining. But beneath this facade of luxury and leisure hides a much more fascinating history. During the Cold War era, as the threat of nuclear warfare loomed, the United States government began secretly constructing a massive underground bunker beneath the Greenbrier, codenamed Project Greek Island. This subterranean structure was designed to serve as an emergency shelter for the United States Congress in the event of a nuclear war. The existence of the bunker was one of the best-kept secrets of the Cold War. For over 30 years, it remained fully operational and prepared for use, even as guests above remained blissfully unaware of the government's clandestine contingency plan beneath their feet. It was only in 1992, long after the end of the Cold War, that the bunker's existence was revealed to the public in a Washington Post exposé. Today, the Greenbrier's unusual history and its unique blend of opulence and secrecy have made it a fascinating destination for tourists and history buffs alike. The bunker has been transformed into a tourist attraction, where visitors can take guided tours and learn about this remarkable and somewhat eerie chapter in the history of American government preparedness. Denver International Airport, DIA, nestled in the heart of the Rocky Mountains, holds its own aura of mystery. Since its opening in 1995, the airport has become a nexus of conspiracy theories and speculation, largely due to its peculiar art, large size, and unexplained cost overruns. The airport covers an enormous area, 53 square miles to be precise, making it the largest airport in North America and the second largest in the world. Yet this sheer size raised eyebrows, with skeptics questioning the necessity for such a large airport. Why does a city like Denver need an airport bigger than Manhattan? The controversy deepened with the peculiar and arguably disturbing artwork scattered around the airport. Murals by artist Leo Tanguma, which depict war, environmental degradation, and humanity's rebirth, have fed into apocalyptic theories. Then there's the 32-foot-tall horse sculpture with glowing red eyes, nicknamed Lucifer, which is alleged to represent one of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. The piece de resistance of DIA's conspiracy lore is the rumors of secret underground bunkers. Some believe these spaces were designed to serve as a fallout shelter for the world's elite in case of a global catastrophe, or perhaps as a headquarters for the New World Order. These theories were amplified by the fact that the airport's construction went $2 billion over budget, and a cost overrun some theorize could only be explained by secret underground construction. Despite these theories being largely debunked, the rumors persist. In fact, DIA has embraced its status as a conspiracy hub, incorporating tongue-in-cheek references to these theories in its marketing and decor. So while it might just be an airport to some, to others, Denver International Airport is a symbol of intrigue, secrecy, and a portal to the unknown. The Greenbrier Hotel and the Denver International Airport on the surface could not be more different. One a luxurious historic resort nestled in the Allegheny Mountains, the other an expansive modern airport in the heart of the Rockies. Yet both share a common thread of intrigue, secrecy, and widespread speculation about their supposed roles in governmental conspiracies. The Greenbrier Hotel, with its picturesque golf courses and sumptuous interiors, hid a secret for over 3 decades. A sprawling bunker, designed to house Congress in the event of nuclear war, lay concealed beneath its grounds. The bunker's existence, known only to a select few, was finally unveiled in 1992, revealing a reality more strange than fiction. Similarly, Denver International Airport, with its sprawling land area, otherworldly art, and rumored underground tunnels, has become a hotbed of conspiracy theories. From murals depicting post-apocalyptic scenes to a colossal horse statue with fiery red eyes, the airport is teeming with elements that inspire both curiosity and fear. The alleged existence of vast underground bunkers and tunnels, despite being officially debunked, continues to capture the public's imagination. Comparing these two locations, it's fascinating to note the overlap in their timelines. The Greenbrier's bunker, though built during the height of the Cold War, was only officially acknowledged in 1992. Interestingly, this coincides with the early planning and construction phases of the Denver International Airport, which opened in 1995. This temporal proximity has led some conspiracy theorists to suggest that the reveal of the Greenbrier bunker was a distraction from the construction of a similar, but far larger and more sophisticated complex beneath the Denver International Airport. While there's no substantial evidence to support this claim, it does add an extra layer of intrigue to the narrative surrounding these two iconic American landmarks. Now here's a little wrinkle in the story that makes the whole scenario a bit more intriguing. The year 1995 marked the completion of the Denver International Airport. The same year, the classified congressional bunker at the Greenbrier Hotel was exposed and decommissioned. Now isn't that a coincidence? One secret government project ends just as another potentially suspicious facility opens. Now it's important to note that the disclosure of the Greenbrier bunker was initiated by an investigative report from the Washington Post, not an intentional government announcement. But still, the synchronicity of these two events has fueled speculations and given conspiracy theorists another layer to their theories. Let's venture deeper into some intriguing coincidences and lesser-known facts about the Greenbrier Hotel and Denver International Airport. These places are not just linked by conspiracy theories, but also have unexpected connections that further fuel the imaginative speculation. Firstly, the timing of the revelation about the Greenbrier's bunker and the completion of Denver International Airport. The bunker at the Greenbrier was exposed in 1992, the same year that construction on Denver International Airport began. While this could be purely coincidental, the temporal link has not gone unnoticed by those inclined towards conspiratorial thinking. Additionally, both locations have ties to the Freemasons, a fraternal organization often associated with secret societies and conspiracy theories. The dedication stone of Denver International Airport contains a Masonic symbol, and the time capsule beneath it is addressed to the people of Colorado in 2094 inches from the New World Airport Commission, a group that apparently never existed. For the Greenbrier Hotel, its designer, Dorothy Draper, was known for her distinctive style using Freemason and Illuminati symbols, further fueling theories of secret societies' involvement. Another noteworthy point is the significant funding each location received from the government. The Greenbrier bunker, of course, was a government project. Denver International Airport, meanwhile, received substantial federal funds for its construction, despite being a project that seemingly could have been handled at the state level. Some posit that once the Greenbrier bunker was exposed, a new, more covert facility was needed. Enter Denver International Airport. This theory suggests the possibility that the airport serves as the new protective fortress, this time not just for Congress, but potentially for a broader set of the government and possibly military elite. Could this be the case, or are these merely coincidences in an ever-evolving world? As we navigate through these theories, it's crucial to approach them with an inquisitive mind, but also a generous dose of skepticism. For now, these remain intriguing conjectures, blending facts, assumptions, and imaginative narratives into a fascinating puzzle. Finally, let's consider the size of Denver International Airport. It's notably the largest airport in the US by total land area, nearly twice the size of the next largest, Dallas-Fort Worth. This, combined with reports of large amounts of soil being moved during construction, has led some to speculate about what might be hidden under all that acreage. Could it be a modern version of the Greenbrier bunker, built for a new era of concerns? Now we delve into the realm of evidence and debunking. For conspiracy theories to take hold, there must be a grain of truth, an element of mystery or anomaly. For both the Greenbrier Hotel and Denver International Airport, these elements certainly exist, giving rise to myriad theories. In the case of the Greenbrier Hotel, the secret was real, a hidden bunker designed for congressional continuity in case of a nuclear attack. This was no mere speculation, but an actual physical fact. But its revelation in 1992 didn't inspire fears of an ongoing secretive operation. Rather, it confirmed a historical strategy from the Cold War era that was no longer relevant in the post-Soviet world. The Denver International Airport, however, continues to be a hub for conspiracy theories despite multiple attempts to debunk them. Many point to the eerie murals, strange symbols, and capstone mentioning a New World Airport Commission as evidence of something sinister. However, airport officials and artists involved have offered explanations. The murals depict environmental destruction and restoration, not apocalypse. The symbols are Navajo language characters and references to the area's mining history. And the New World Airport Commission was simply a group of local business and political leaders aiming to bring a new world-class airport to Denver. And what of the supposed vast underground network? Airport officials acknowledge the existence of an automated luggage system that never worked as intended, leading to acres of unused tunnels. But they deny the presence of anything more secretive or sinister. And as always, stay curious and thanks for watching.